Hi, welcome to What's Trending. My name is Grace Schlafer, and I'm here with
Jennifer Fu.
And today we'll be discussing the topic of self-made billionaires. In 2018, Forbes listed Kylie Jenner as a self-made billionaire, and this has sparked recent outrage or recent discussion. And
To whether she is a self-made billionaire or not.
Yeah, because people see this as an inappropriate title, as her certain circumstances around Jenner do not qualify her to fit this definition. In a statement, Forbes defines self-made as someone who built a company or established a fortune on their own rather than inheriting all or some of it. However, we're questioning whether self-made can really describe Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, but there's a side that she can be described like that, right? Because she did build her company based on makeup, and it's worth a lot now.
It's quoted to worth $800 million in revenue each year, which is a huge amount. And, considering that she's part of the beauty industry, this industry is a very huge and continuing to grow and expand throughout recent years. And it's a multi-billion-dollar industry now. So Kylie Jenner created this company called Kylie Cosmetics, which the foundation of it was started upon Kylie lip kits, as she, was infamous for her
big lips. Yeah, it was because she got them filled in 2015, right?
Back in 2015, and then she changed her company name to Kylie Cosmetics and now sells all sorts of cosmetic products, from like blushes, lip kits,
eyeshadows,
foundations, concealers. Basically, she's included a bunch of lines.
But it's all starts from her lip kit, and basically she built this brand around herself. It's so crazy how she did all this with just her name and with people helping her behind the scenes, and I think that's why people are calling her not a self-made billionaire.
Her makeup line is more about the brand and her image rather than the products that she's selling, and I think that's why her business has as much success as it has.
She has a big following,
on social media.
Yeah, and
she has several social platforms where she has hundreds of millions of people following her and looking to her daily life to see what she's doing every day, which in turn keeps her in the public eye and also promotes her products.
Every day people are just where's Kylie Jenner, and there's so many articles about her, so it's not surprising that she would earn this much, because she's always been famous like this since she was 10 from being in the Kardashian show.
So Kylie Jenner, she was inevitably put on this forefront of success, I think, because of her being a part of the Kardashian empire, so to speak. So Jenner has since reported that she has not used any of her inheritance to invest in her business. She used her own money, but the problem with this is that her own money stems from,
her connections.
Yeah, her connections, her family set up for her inevitably.
Yeah, so it's she's had these connections ever since she was young.
She was introduced into the modeling career by her mother, Kris Jenner, of course, and she obviously was in the forefront of keeping up with the Kardashians as they went throughout their many seasons and are continuing to go out throughout the show. So it's not like she came just from a wealthy family, so to speak. She did have a lot of support behind her.
Even though she did have a lot of support, would you define her as a self-made billionaire? What's your definition of self-made?
I would say self-made should be in regards to the entirety of being self-made in the entire in every aspect of the word. I don't think it should be one part or another. So with Jenner, yes, she did create this multi-million-dollar company for herself, but she did ultimately have a lot of support and
from her fans too, and she had an influence
and startup behind her. So she was already on the
she was on the scene, making all this cash
stage. So what I think Jenner's fortune mostly stemmed from was her support on social media. As we said, she has millions of followers that follow, look at her every move.
She has almost 100 million followers on Instagram, or she probably passed that already.
And I think these people I think mostly bought her stuff because of the brand. It wasn't because oh, it's makeup. It's a nice product. Sure, they are.
Like, I'm sure they have a quality to them, but there's better stuff out there, probably cheaper. But people keep coming back for her products because of her name. Yeah. So there's probably controversy about that. Like, so do you personally follow Kylie Jenner?
No, I do not.
Would you buy her products though?
I have received some of her products as a gift. Yes, they're not like terrible quality, but do they deserve all what they're accredited for? No, they're just makeup products at the end of the day.
And it's probably like special to some people, like with other influencers too.
Yeah. So Huda Katan, and Jeffree Star are also these social influencers who've gained a mass following and also have their own private companies as well and have reached millions of dollars in success. But, the question stands whether, using social platforms is really the way into creating a market for someone within the consumer industry.
This is a brand new thing.
Transforming how we all, consume and
just how we see things now is crazy. Like we just see all these like anyone could probably be an influencer right now and like sell this like product to any like
it
consumer.
Just makes everything so much easier almost. And the question is, will other self-billionaires or quote self-made billionaires arise because of this phenomenon of social media?
I definitely think so. There's so much potential for like everyone who basically has a following. Industry. Yeah. So like
doctors are turning to social media. Like all industries are looking to social media to promote their services, and it's almost scary because we all feed into it, but at the same time does it make our economy stronger? Does it make us like less worthwhile?
Yeah. Is it a better way to consume than it was before? I think that's what's the topic, because 5 years ago Instagram was like just a social media platform, another social media
just
platform.
Appearing, and it was just kind of like someone would go on there for recreational purposes, rather than now it has like all these ads and sponsorships that you can be a part of, and people make money off of it. People make money living off of social media now, and
it's like a very
different idea almost, that someone can sit at home and make millions of dollars just by
I think it's also content. Vanity too, because like people now have to get the perfect Instagram and maybe get this huge following and like have to promote every single other post.
It's a superficial idea that we can all sort of play into at times.
This affects like everyone, because we're all consumers at some point, and maybe one day someone will be like a mass influencer, and
it changes the way we spread our ideas, and it does promote innovation in a sense, but then it also indeed limits connections and innovation, in that we're not all
like we're all interested and we're all invested. Like there's so much like
potential.
There's like a lot of goods, there's a lot of commodities out there, and like they're
the idea of instant gratification with Instagram, this constantly feeds this market.
So with within the beauty industry, do you think like there's people who are already like becoming other self-made billionaires along with Jenner?
There's just so many brands that are now just starting to come up, mostly from influencers that already have established platforms on YouTube, of course, Snapchat, all over the world. So I think what we have to look out for as
we have to look
individuals is what these products are actually promoting, and how much do we want to feed into this idea of instant gratification and social media.
So how much time do you usually spend on social media though?
I don't have many social media accounts myself, but I will say it's quite entertaining to, just like mindlessly scroll through things. I think that's one of the contraptions of social media, that it's very mindless and, not meticulous, and it's just, I see how it could be easy to spend hours on sites.
Yeah, I have to admit I'm unhealthy. I'm addicted probably, and probably a lot of other teens around our age are addicted to like these apps.
And all these people are feeding into this whole schemed market of, you know,
like Kylie, you know, and the Kardashian people. Like, I think it's more news to people that the Kardashians are having a baby than actual news now, because they're such an influence in basically everything. Our social medias are like our you know, including this one. We're feeding into them right now. Like, so there's definitely consumerism. There's like everything.
It's just a whole new world now, with the rise of technology and social media on the forefront for everything. And with that, I think we're going to conclude our podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening, and tune in next week for our next topics.
Bye.